Retro gaming is a fart. No, that can't be right. No, retro gaming is a fine art. And today we're going to fart our way through some fun game testing and game suggestions for the AYN Thor. Yay! So while I'm waiting for all the files to load, let's talk about PCBWay. PCBWay currently have a design contest on. It's a global event for innovators, engineers, and makers to present their most creative ideas. This year's competition features 3 exciting themes: electronic, mechanical, and IoT, encouraging participants to explore different fields and develop groundbreaking solutions. Whether you're developing a cutting-edge electronic circuit, crafting a mechanical masterpiece, or integrating AI with IoT, whatever that might be, for smart solutions, this contest is your stage to shine. It's not just a contest, but a platform to gain worldwide exposure, connect with like-minded creators, not an idiot like me who doesn't know what IoT is, and compete for attractive prizes while sharing your work with the PCBWay community. First up, Switch. To test the power and to talk about heat. This thing does get fairly hot. How hot, you ask? Well, fucking hot, as we say in South Africa. And before you Google what that word means, it means beautiful. So please visit South Africa and walk up to people and say, "You're fucking." Trust me. Anyway, heat. Yes, the Thor gets quite hot over here in the top right corner, and the fan does a lot to remedy this, but when it's working very hard, all bets are off. It's gonna get fucking hot. In terms of performance, we're kinda at the peak of Switch emulation right now, thanks to Eden and turnips. Drivers, that is. Lol. I think the important thing to note with Switch emulation is that the more in-depth games you play, for instance Metroid Prime, a very heavy controller game, it gets quite awkward and you're going to need the grip. It's not your ultimate ergonomic device, but it is kind of cool to play it on a dual screen and have something else playing in the second screen. If you got the Thor, you probably thought you would end up playing 2-screen games for Wii U. Well, yes and no, because Wii U emulation, while having improved a lot, is still very much at its infancy, and like all babies, it spends most of its time crying and pooping in the bed. But when it does work, it's pretty great. Again, because it's limited, you'll struggle to find those 2-screen games that are ideal for the situation. But just keep checking in and ripping the ROMs from your very legal and personal owned games collection. And eventually, I think we are going to see the whole library playing on Android, although maybe it's more power we need. I don't know. Kung Fu Panda was fun. It's got nice graphics and cool characters from the movie. I'm always a fan of a game that was licensed from a movie, especially if it's done well. If you've watched this channel for a while, I'm a huge fan of Darkwing Duck, which was a NES game that I just loved. Also, Boo Mario, Luigi all day. The Luigi version of this game is actually different to the Mario version, so it's worth taking a look. Also, Penguins of Madagascar is actually a cute little game. Nice little puzzly kind of game, 3D game. And Shovel Knight is a great version on the Wii U, or maybe it's just this beautiful OLED screen. I gotta say though, as we get better performance and I get into some of these games, for instance Smurfs 2, the graphics, what a beautiful platformer. I'm definitely going to be playing this after making this video. Absolutely stunning if you like good graphics and a nice little platformer. This is a game that I'd highly recommend. If you bought the Thor, you probably also thought you'd play 3DS games. I'm sorry. Seriously, this is the Thor's sweet spot, and it's so nice to have a handheld that lives up to the hype. I mean, it just wants to play 3DS games. Alien Chaos 3D was suggested to me by Stubbs from Retro Handhelds, and it's such a cool stay-in-one-place platformer. You've got to clean up after yourself, and you get extra points for cleaning up. Johnny Dynamite, he's got a jetpack, and he's got a hunger for dynamite. It's just a simple little jetpack thingy, and it's fun to play. I think the thing that really gets to me about using this handheld is that you are getting pretty much the full experience of a 3DS, plus the benefits of modern hardware. You get to play this game at just full capacity. I just threw Metroid Samus Returns in here just because it is such a good game, and if you haven't played it yet, you have to play it. It's just so good. It's a sprawling Metroidvania, so it can get a little bit much after a while, but it is a great game. Mighty Switch Force, you've got a water gun, you save damsels in distress, you put out fires. What a game. What a fun little platformer in the retro pixel style. This AVGN Adventures is an R-rated platformer. I mean, it swears at you. It tells you that you're an idiot and uses the F word. It's just such a cool game. Like, I'll have a game that is just berating me and telling me I'm a stupid person. It's really fun to play. Asterix is just a great franchise. It's just a well-loved story, and the characters are so great, and if you do have a history with Asterix, I think it's worth playing that franchise. And then I just chuck battleships in here, nice easy Sunday gaming. Now here's another licensed game from a movie that I kind of like. It's Dragons 2, and the gameplay is quite good. You have some fighting mechanics as you fly, and it's just a battle between other dragons. Codename Steam was also, I found it interesting. It's a turn-based 3D puzzle-ish action game, and it's got a steampunk style, so it's a very specific type of a game, and I thought this would be interesting for some people to see because I think it's worth a try. And then Mike the Knight has to be played because of the soundtrack. It is just delightful. Oh yeah. And then I finally found a good Tetris game for the 3DS. The other ones I just didn't like. This is actually pretty cool. It's very similar to the one that you get for the PSP, and I enjoyed it. Yo. That was a fucking lot of games. Wow, Aiden, you're so helpful and a gem to the gaming community and the world in general for being such a generous, selfless soul. Oh, gee, thank you. I like to think of myself as a sort of deity to the retro gaming world. Okay, bye.